Hi, it's me, Luca. Well, this is kind of unexpected. Recently, we've all done this. We've reached 1,000 subscribers. I don't mean all of us. I mean, it's kind of crazy. There's like 1,000 people watching this channel I made to basically journal myself on the internet about the things I find and the things I want to talk about. Most of my videos are very scripted, extremely scripted, and by that I mean it's just there's not a lot of room for free expression. I write myself very rigidly, although I express the feelings I want to usually. This is kind of a thank you to everybody who has helped this channel reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm out here sitting during like a snowstorm. It's like a winter wonderland out there. Very, very cool and rigid landscape, very cozy from the inside. And I'm thinking about what I've done these past few years, to reach this milestone. It's kind of hard to put into perspective the work that went into this channel. A lot of it is just like I'm gonna dedicate some time to like videos that I'm gonna write. It all started as let's go to the beginning. Okay, let's just go to the beginning and follow through. So, but before that, a quick break from our program. Well, basically I started, kind of rambling in this video, and it kind of turned into like an hour something long. And I have a bunch of people that came to say hello and, congratulate me on this milestone, and I also wanted to talk about their channels in particular. So the thing I've decided to do is kind of change the structure after I've already made it in the first place. What I'm gonna do now is gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna let each one come along in like the next 10 to 15 minutes, and I'll speak about their channels as well and how everything went down basically. And I'll go back with the commentary afterwards on it's basically a director's cut of everything I've done for this channel. That's mostly it. It's just like a director's cut of every single video. So if you're interested in that, you can literally watch it after that part, and I'll even signal it in the video, so yeah, make sure to be there or be square. The Boogie Pop video is where I met SomaSpice. It's another one of my YouTuber friends. He should appear here in I have like a friends tab right down here. There he is, and this is his channel. He said he'll do an introduction for himself, so I'm sure I'll edit it in here somehow. Poof.
Hello everyone, SomaSpice here. 3D artist and YouTuber extraordinaire, trademark emoji patent pending. I first encountered Luca when YouTube recommended me his Boogie Pop Phantom video. I commented and I quote, "I have the attention span of a dead fruit fly, so I don't think I'll be able to watch this, but I'm still leaving a like because I just know it's gonna be a good video." Thankfully, despite being dead and a fruit fly, I stuck around, watched, and started following him. And slowly, as I've kept observing him, I've come to realize that it's only a matter of time before this guy does something that makes waves in the underground. It could be a video, a song, or something else entirely. It could be in a year or in 10. I do not know when. But what I'm certain of is that this guy, Luca, has the right combination of talent, stubbornness, and idiosyncrasy of thought to make something deeply impactful. When I realized this, I stopped following Luca because of our shared interest in esoteric subjects and started following him out of admiration of his creative spirit. And it seems 1,000 people already agree with me, and I know that soon 10,000 will. Congratulations, Luca. Keep pushing.
Somas is a very, very interesting guy. He commented on my Boogie Pop video, and I quickly after subscribed to him when he only had like, I think his last video when I subscribed to him was the System Shock 1 video. And the game got a remake, and I was like, oh, are we gonna collab on something together? I don't think we ever got to do that. I really wanted to make a System 1 video with someone, because I had a lot of footage of the game and I had feelings about it, and I wanted to do a deep dive on the lore again. Although people had already done that, and yeah. He makes really, really good videos in my opinion. They're a bit hyper edited, oftentimes a bit jokey, but he's really solid on video editing and specifically on effects. If you've been here on this channel for a while, you know, like I'm a big guy on SMT, and I love his opening to the SMT video. It's just so good. He uses a bunch of like stock footage, and like he makes his own 3D models, and he stylizes his videos as such. And he has his little character as well. It's so cool. It's very SMT. I really like this, honestly. It's kind of crazy. I really recommend you go check out his channel as well. Like he makes extremely good videos. Well, I like his Baroque video. Like his newer videos are quite good. He's recently started uploading his streams to the channel. He also streams. I'm not that big on streaming, but I participated in a few. I remember like long ago participating in a YourManJimbo stream and like guiding him and another YouTuber, the Doom Prophet, around the game, since they were playing like YourManJimbo online. His Baroque video is also pretty good. I don't know, I just I think these 4 videos are pretty good. So yeah, go give him a watch, show him some love. Bear with me because I'm about to go on another tangent. But one of the people I've met through Soma was a guy named Core. To be more exact, he's his editor for most of the streams he's made. And Core's a very interesting person. He has a very wide array of skills. And he's also come over here to introduce himself. And I talk a bit of him after his introduction. So without further ado, let me present to you Core as well.
Hey, as you can hear, I'm not your favorite Romanian, I'm Core. Luca is currently busy. He's outside, siphoning gas from a Yugo. I'll be entertaining you while he comes back. I met Luca from Twitter. I thought his videos were pretty cool. Many share this opinion, I know, so I found his videos very entertaining and informative. He's like the lectors from the Ybor, Florida cigar factories. But instead of worker rights, unions, it's philosophy and niche media. He asked me to talk about my favorite videos of his, which I will do very shortly. We did work together on some of his videos, not script writing or anything, I hate script writing. It was thumbnails, these ones, these specifically, which were really fun. I'm really glad to be a part of his videos, no matter how small. My favorite videos of his are these. I actually don't have a favorite video from Luca, which kind of sounds harsh, but no, just let me elaborate. Each video is its own thing. The editing style is consistent, but all the topics are unique and interesting. If I had to say the one I enjoy the most, or I enjoyed the most, it's that time a cult made their own anime. I really enjoyed that one. It's mostly because I actually had prior knowledge of some of the things he was talking about, but still I generally tend to enjoy a lot of his videos. He even got me into Monogatari. I'm very glad Luca is growing as a channel and as a creative person, because bigger number equal better person. Consult the graph.
So yeah, that was Core, and if you'd like to check out more of his stuff, he has like a NeoCities page himself where he posts about most of the things he makes. I really like his well, he also used to have a YouTube channel, as you can see right here. It's not that active anymore, I'll say. He used to do like kind of shitposty content similar to someone like Seth, right up here. I get a video recommended from Seth right from his own video. They're kind of fun watches, and I recommend you go check out his other things, his more artistic works, like the trailers he does, the editing he does for Soma, and a lot of other stuff. You definitely should check it out. I'll leave you to video Luca yet again. I think I need to also like kind of paraphrase this, not necessarily, but the whole reason I'm presenting you these people I'm friends with is because I feel the need to somehow give back to the people that have made me who I am. I feel like if I hadn't interacted with these YouTubers and these people that have joined together and met with me online and, you know, influenced my ideas for videos and writing and the way I make my thumbnails and the way I write myself and the way I journal, and, you know, they've introduced me to so many subjects that I could talk about, I feel like I wouldn't have been the person with the channel right here. So that's why I kind of feel indebted to everyone that helped me achieve this goal. It's mostly just, I feel as though talking about them is necessary, because they are also great people who also make great content, and I'd like to share a bunch, like, I want to send a bit of my audience their way, to at least check them out. I don't know if all of you will stay, but I hope you understand why I feel this way. Let's move on with the video and the rest of the guests that we have on at this elegant ball, let's say. And again, one of the other people that I happened to meet was YourManJimbo, and he makes really good analysis, despite the Chad aesthetic, you know, itself, which is kind of funny in some regards. You wouldn't expect to find quite, you know, videos that go in depth. He likes military topics usually, but like, I really like the bizarre narrative and politics of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. He goes deep into like the contradictions and the political implications of this. He does really good videos. I remember the first video I've seen of him was the one where he speaks about every single Titanfall loadout. And, you know, I know like this kind of aesthetic might turn off people, because it originally did me as well, and then I watched the videos and I was like, they're pretty good, honestly. They're honestly pretty good. I can't say no. And I understand why he does it. It's funny, and the branding is kind of funny, and it's recognizable. People can, you know, it's not gonna be, a lot of people use the Chad aesthetic, let's say, but yeah, he did a video himself. He said he wanted to do like a sort of collaboration where he would just get 2 minutes of speaking about whatever he likes.
Hello gamers. I have been informed by the British government that a cultural exchange between the UK and Romania's top spokesman is necessary on account of the latter party's recent success. What am I to talk about? Fighter jets. They're pretty cool. What is interesting is how one can trace a direct line from the knights of old who stood above the common levies to the air warriors of the modern day who fly above the battlefield. Ace Combat is a video game series all about that link. One might compare it to a mecha anime. After all, fighter and mech pilots really aren't that different. They both pilot $100 million death machines and have an entire service branch dedicated to catering to their every whim. But unlike most mecha anime, Ace Combat is about the mechs. I think this is a cool series primarily because of how well it marries absolutely insane nonsense with a surprisingly grounded broad theme. Sure, fighter jets don't carry 200 missiles and they certainly don't move like this, but the games do simulate areas like takeoff, landing, carrier operations, air refueling, needing to rearm, etc. 1, 2 and 3 really lean into the arcade experience, but from 4 onwards the aircraft are designed to feel like pseudo-realistic versions of the real aircraft. Granted, pseudo is doing some heavy lifting here. The overarching narrative of the series also deals with some rather complex topics like nationalism, borders, colonialism, neocolonialism, anarchism, capitalism and transhumanism. Ace Combat 3 in particular fills a nice niche next to other media when it comes to anxiety about entering the 21st century and the internet age. 4 has a great representation of the effects of war on civilians, while 0 takes a philosophical look at ideas like nationhood and the barriers between humans. Ace Combat 7 is also the only game that provides you with the political alignment of your enemies in the target overlay. I'd recommend all the mainline Ace Combat games, and with modern emulation they're all easy to access on PC. Except for 6. There's never been a better time to hop on since Ace Combat 8 just got announced and oh man.
She's you know, she's on the younger side.
Hi, Editing Luca again. Well, I've realized now that most of the ways I introduce people in this video was through showing the comments they left on my profile a long time ago. And I realized, you know, that's not necessarily like the best indicator, I'd say, of their channels. So I'm just gonna cut them sort of shortly and place them here, so you get a taste of each person basically. I hope you enjoy. Plasmyte commented on this, yeah, right. It's a channel run by two people, Jitterbug and Fuchsia Free, and the very important part by this is we became friends since then, and they do really good videos, like analyzing manga and anime, you know, and they don't really shy away from something being necessarily controversial or hard to explore. I feel like each video is kind of well written, thoroughly thought out, very well edited as well. It's just they deserve the fame they got for the earlier videos. I think the biggest one is like the Kokichi did nothing wrong, which is a Danganronpa video, which is kind of funny. But they're big on SMT as well. I let them do an introduction for this specifically, so I'll play this right now so they can introduce themselves and talk a bit.
Hi, I'm Jitterbug and I'm the editor and narrator for the channel Plasmyte. I first came across Lucas' channel when our channel's main scriptwriter, Fuchsia Free, shared his Noitze video, which I enjoyed for its in-depth explanation of the game's lore and analysis towards its mythological counterparts in Finnish mythology and the Kalevala. Since then, I've grown very fond of Lucas' surreal, almost psychedelic editing style, which complements his analysis well, while also acting as a kind of homage to the environmental storytelling he often highlights and appreciates. This approach is seen best in his Aku no Hana video, which is a personal favorite of mine, as well as his Ghost Town video. I'm also particularly keen on his coverage of more obscure media and concepts. His video on Analyfe, for example, offers a thematic and symbolic analysis of the film's dance allegory of the forest, touching on ideas like emotional numbness and the invasion of personal boundaries. His Dampa video is another standout, an introspective meditation on how technology, media, and globalization blur the lines between identity and reality. If I had to recommend any of Lucas' videos, it would certainly be the ones covering Aku no Hana, Analyfe, and Dampa. Luca has also become a good friend of ours, and has even helped edit a portion of our own Vinland Saga video, and we look forward to any future collaborations. I'd like to congratulate Luca on gaining 1,000 subscribers. He's certainly earned it.
Yeah, and that was the introduction, basically. I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite videos from theirs, because for once I really like the Most Haunting Hiroshima film. I think it's like a good video that tackles, you know, exactly as the title says. I like the American Psycho one. It's like, you don't really see analysis like this of American Psycho, that features such, let's say, a rich understanding of the book itself. Because people don't really talk about the book that much. It's like most of the discussion is around the movie, or like the book is kind of boring. I think the book is kind of funny, but it's also like a critique of more things. Another aspect to consider is that it's like, most people consider that the book is about toxic masculinity instead of Yankee culture, which I don't necessarily agree with, is what I'll be honest. It does critique a bunch of masculine traits, but it also critiques, like, I'm pretty sure the writer said he felt like the American Psycho at one point, so it's sort of funny. It's just the insanity of one person and how extreme it can get, to what point, basically. And the Berserk, the Castle on the Hill, is just like an analysis of the 90s Berserk anime, of specifically the Castle on the Hill. And it's just a good video as well. These are some of the videos I like the most from them. And also I've watched their Aku no Hana video, and eventually I watched their Ghost Town video. I feel like the Aku no Hana one is pretty good as well. It talks about the like landscape of decadence. I think that's why they also enjoyed my video of it, because they had their own Aku no Hana video before me in the first place, and they also had their own Ghost Hound video in the first place. And What can I say about Ghost Town? I did a video of it on myself later on without watching this video. I watched this video after seeing my own and I realized we had a bit of overlap, but my video is like completely different than theirs. It's again more personal, more something along the lines of I talk about different things and I'm kind of actually, by the end of it I come out of it feeling kind of disappointed by the series. Yeah, so that's Plasmyte channel. Go check them out if you feel like it. I think they make good videos. Skele commented on this. He makes pretty good content. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and say some things.
How you doing, boys? How you doing? When I heard that Luca reached his 1,000 subscribers, I was over the moon. I've been telling him multiple times during this year that he's gonna make that 1k sub goal. Easily. And every single time he's been telling me, nah, it's not gonna happen. But, like, his content is so well edited in my opinion. He puts time and effort into his content. Every time I hop in a call with this man, he's doing a video. Like there's been like couple moments where he has not been editing something, but he has the passion. He has the love for the craft. So this guy absolutely deserves the 1,000 subscribers. I would say he deserves way more. 10k, 20k. But hey, you can only go up from here. This man is an absolute legend. I love everything about this man, you know? During my times of content creation, I have had some moments when I have not known how to edit a certain scene or done something in a certain way that I wanted to do. I've always turned to Luca. Luca has been there every single time when I've needed help. And this guy is just a lovely, lovely chap. I got nothing else but good stuff to say about this man. And this guy deserves a sub, you know? So everybody who is not subbed, please subscribe to this man. He deserves every bit of love that he gets. And he needs more, for sure. So hey, thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the privilege of talking about your channel a little bit here. Fully deserved. Fully deserved. Thank you so much.
There you go. He changed his name to Luti, I guess, and he now has like I think 2.2k subscribers. He mostly does like Warframe content or like sort of playing video games online and doing funny little edits of things. It's kind of cool. I like some of his stuff. It's like a fun watch. It's just something to good time wasters. And I really think you should go check him out as well. Akira, world that's built on power. This video was made together with Oneiric, and that's why I like wanted to wait until now, is because I think Oneiric makes really good videos but gets no attention on them. Like, he writes a lot, he edits them very, very, very nicely, and he never gets attention on them. All of Berserk in one tier, a hidden gem of its author. Specifically his Angel Egg video. It's so good. I think you rarely see, you know, video essays that have like the ability to persevere as much as Oneiric, where he gets like 200 views a video at best, and he's not let down by that. He writes a certain way, and if you watch the Akira video, you'll know what I mean by that. Together we like kind of steamed our brains together, speaking both about like movie and about the manga of Akira. So yeah. Oh, and he did his own intro. Here it is.
Summer 2024. After reading a quite controversial and enigmatic manga called Aku no Hana, I set on a journey, a digital one. My many questions were in fact in need of answers. Unluckily, nothing on YouTube scratched the itch, even if somebody hinted at decadence, a dear theme to this story. Yet, it wouldn't be this one point of view to strike me hard enough and ultimately lead me here to commend Luca's achievement. There was another that dared to dive deep into the dark heart of this story, which didn't hide its maker's sensitivity nor vulnerability, while making more than obvious the passion for knowledge and its dissemination. The style of the video, from visuals to sounds, only complemented the experience, without neglecting the needed emphasis on the bleak and yet fragile, tangible atmosphere. Aku no Hana, the anime the internet outcasted, instantly became a favorite of mine. But this series of lucky discoveries on the newly found channel did not end there. Soon enough, I began browsing Luca's other projects, like his music. I would recommend it to anybody. The track Insomnia, from Thoughts That Don't Matter, is one I personally found magic in. Among the rest of his works, a special mention deserve those on video games. They're captivating, to say the least. Videos like Loneliness in Video Games, an ode to the PS1, and What Remains of Nostalgia, to say a few, catapulted me into a spiraling ocean of resonating emotions. Simply, I would define these essays, these experiences, these journeys, here, straight from the heart, unafraid, unique. I've been thinking of Luca's channel as a sort of library, exposing diverse stories. They're almost the type of interesting and even extravagant books, if you will, that I would buy on a whim, only to let dust pile up on them across a multitude of years, not because of any ill reason, as one simply needs to be in the right mood to begin what I consider an adventure. Finally, I would decide to open them after the usual "it's been long enough." This would apply in theory to his discussions on liminal spaces, the concept of Denpa, the history of Romanian animation, lost media and death, the Dream Machine and the Sanctuary games. Curious multi-genre spacing works, clearly so, but there is a fundamental difference between how I treat similar such works, comfortably and lazily resting in my bookshelf, and those in Luca's library. Remember I said, almost. This is also where I hope to stop sounding rude to those who so easily fell for the first half of my compliment. The difference is that I haven't let his narrations collect any dust. Well, most of them, as it's hard to correct my bad habits. I am so hungry for knowledge and exquisitely passionate critical thinking that those stories I would buy on a whim, whenever. Those stories talking about what few or even nobody talks about, told in such a fascinating manner. I'm so hungry that I finish consuming them before I even get home from the library. So, congratulations Luca for reaching 1000 subs. It is but one of the many milestones ahead of you. Thank you for featuring me in this journey, and good luck.
This is like one of the most personal videos I've done. It's about a lot of things, you know, and I don't wanna go through and spoil the entirety of it. But this was shortly after I met Petrol, which is one of my better YouTube friends as well. And I feel like Petrol here, he's one of the channels I really love. I really like his videos. I think he knows how to draw really well, he knows how to animate, he's a very talented person. And I feel like he does a similar thing to me, where he takes like a concept or an idea, like his free run video is about free run, and you know, I'm okay on free run. I like free run a bit, but I don't think it's the best thing I've ever seen. But the way he connects it to like everything else that's related to the contemplation of death and the compensation of his contemplation of his own death, I mean. And the way he writes these things is just utterly captivating. He writes some really, really good prose that connects to people emotionally. And I don't think a lot of people can do that. I really don't think a lot of people can do that. It's genuinely quite amazing. I love his videos. And I'm sure he said something nice about me as well. I don't know if I played his intro already, but I'm gonna now. I might have to edit this one myself though. Just go ahead, listen.
The internet is a horrible place, a dark ocean filled with unspeakable horrors, voracious succubi eating the souls of the more weak-minded wanderers, opinions from subliterate morons pierced occasionally by the harrowing wails of the damned, videos you might like, what your Harry Potter house says about "please help me, I don't have any food, my babies are eating animal feed to survive." This place will do bad things to you. Every day you put your soul at hazard, but we move regardless, and if you move well, you will find something worth your time. Not just entertaining, but meaningful in a way that almost demands you pay attention. Sometimes you find a legendary refresh pull, and sometimes it finds you. Luca Under Limit was the latter for me. I found Luca in my list of subscribers and was taken aback not just by how nice he was, but how prolific he was too. There are very few people with the taste that Luca does. The closest comparison I can manage is Mara Ganger, but even that feels like a disservice to both of them. Luca's work feels effortless in a way that Mara's work simply does not. Both are incredibly passionate about obscure shit, but that passion is expressed in different ways. Luca goes long. Holy shit, his videos can be long. It takes a special kind of talent to write really long videos that don't suck. Trust me, I know this because that is not a talent that I have. If a script I'm writing crosses like 10,000 words, I start to wander. So to watch someone do this with barely any audio editing, without dragging the pace of the final product down, or resorting to the cheap and corny tactic of making it a protracted plot summary, is some real beast mode shit. Lo-fi production paired with meticulous writing. The kind of stuff you find 4 hours deep into a weekend scroll sesh that once you find it, you will think about it on and off for the next few months at least. Much like Oscorp's Praise the Sun God, or the Gnostics The Neckbreakers, or any Harrison Kaiser video. Thank you, Harold. God bless you, Harold. Luca is an incredible artist, both as a musician and an essayist, and I feel fortunate to have come across his work, and inshallah, many other people will be as fortunate as me in this regard. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, brother. Here's to more legendary refresh pulls in the future. Godspeed.
Yeah, and we're back. Hope you enjoyed that. Most of these I refused to like listen to myself before actually, watch, edit starting to edit the video myself. So even now, for example, I haven't seen it personally. Okay, like I'm waiting, and I'm gonna listen to it. Okay, it's gonna be interesting. Anyways, I'm just gonna go on a spiel a bit longer about him. I really like his videos. You guys should go check him out. Like all of the other people I've spoken about so far, it's just the way it is. They make really good content. They're my friends, and I like my friends. Basically, I allowed all of my friends to have like a little section where they can see whatever. So that includes, for example, Harold Orangewall. His channel. I really wanted to speak about his channel as well, because I found his channel when the name was literally Harold, so of the channel, and he used to have a picture of Gaston from Berserk, I think, on like a blue background. It's just all out of my memory, but he had this thing where he would like record his CRT, and he has these really cozy videos that give you the impression it's like a guy you're friends with, and you're like sitting down with him recording his like CRT.
Violence, gore, and innocent creatures are slain.
Also, I'm kind of like doing an Inception thing where I'm kind of right now. He's recording his CRT in this video, and I'm recording my CRT recording his CRT. That's kind of funny. I really like his videos. Again, they feel very cozy and warming, and it's like you have a friend by you that's like telling you all of these like quick, quirky facts about video games. And I like that he likes CRTs and screens, and he's all about technology, like sort of like screens, the idea of screens. it's a bit hyperreal as well. Hard to describe. You know, I have my as I said earlier, my first language is not English, but he also did a little video saying hello, so.
Hey guys, it's me, Harold. I run the YouTube channel called Orange Wall. I'm making a video for Luca Under Limit, a fellow YouTuber I know. I just want to say thank you, Luca, for helping me out for the past couple of videos. He's been like reading through my scripts and giving me little bits of feedback. I really appreciate that. I've enjoyed his videos too. They're very like soothing, but also extremely pointed, if that's even the right term. I feel really dumb whenever I read one of their scripts. And yeah, I think Luca is really cool. I'm very proud of them for reaching 1,000 subscribers. That's not an easy feat. I feel like the first 1,000 is maybe actually the hardest, because YouTube is so stingy in the beginning and you have to work really hard for very little reward. And I think that takes a lot of dedication and mental resilience. You definitely have to really be doing it for the love of the craft if you're doing it that long with no reward. I think that says a lot about Luca's character. It's just very cool. I'm very glad that Luca obtained this goal, and I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna go away. Hashtag Crank Squad.
Hello. Yeah, he's he said those things, and I'm saying these things because I like his channel as well. And I wanted to talk about, you know, some of my favorite videos of his are his like favorite secret areas in video games, and you know, Silent Hill 1 still makes him pee. It's like a very good video, and I really like the thumbnail. And the PS1 fish games, it's really good. And you know why? Because I was talking to him about this. I have this. I was playing this game right before he released this video. If we look down here, oh man, I have to change my settings real fast. Let me. The name of the game is The Aquanauts Holiday. Let me see if I can. It's somewhere throughout my PS1 library. There we go. There we go. It's here. I was just playing this right before he released that video. So that video hit, and I was like, oh. I have this game. I can play it myself, and I really wanted to do a video on it because this is like made by one of Miyazaki's friends, like the Dark Souls Miyazaki, not the Ghibli Miyazaki. And I think that's a really cool and quirky fact about this game. Yeah. I gotta turn my ISO down now a bit because I turned on the light in the room. The snow stopped a while back, and I'm still talking to myself like an idiot, basically. Anyways, Harold, go check him out. His channel is, as I said, Orange Wall. All of them are like in the friends section, pretty much. Finally, this is gonna be my last intervention, and I just came to say that this is where the director's commentary starts for the videos. So if you aren't interested in that, just you can click off the video now. It's quite a lengthy discussion about every single video on the channel. So, let's begin. The first serious video on this channel was 3 years ago, and it was the Loneliness in Video Games video. Although there's like a bunch of privated stuff before that. None of it is interesting. It's mostly like me playing a variety of horror games. I did have like a channel before this. It was called Ice Gaming, and I used to like play horror video games on it. It's not deleted, but I used to own it with another guy. And he basically just kind of, well, let's not just say kind of, just, we used to own it together. I was the only one that uploaded at some point, and it was on his email. We were still like 13 or something, and he took it away from me because his father was kind of mad at me for monopolizing his like, YouTube account, basically. So I made this like video long ago. It's called Loneliness in Video Games. Now let me go start it, which, I can put it like this. It's a very fond memory of mine. I made this video mostly from the idea of playing Minecraft. That's what started it. I was really passionate by paintings and like abstract feelings, and I wanted to put all of that into a video. So I kind of just started recording and speaking out loud whatever I said. It's not even cut. A lot of it is very amateurish. It's very not well thought out, to say the least. Like, I did not have a script for this. How this video went is I sat at my computer, turned on my recording, spoke for 15 minutes. I had the entire video, and after I was done, I just uploaded it with gameplay of the games I was talking about, which I could find online. The one redeeming quality about it is like, I think the editing's fine, and you know, it has a captivating subject about the idea of loneliness, but I don't really express any of those feelings, right? I feel like every time I try to express this feeling of loneliness and like basically, you know, existing in a world where there's other entities despite you and still feeling like lost, hopeless, sort of. I try to describe this feeling through a lot of ways. I talk about the game Inside, for example, and how that game has a certain type of loneliness because the world is against you. And I talk about Humaniki, where your own subconscious is trapping you in these scenarios where nothing feels like it has sentience because it's all like a dream. It feels fake. Doesn't feel real enough. And I talk specifically about the park here as well. I think one of the videos that motivated me to make this was like milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. And basically the twist of this game is pretty good and causes this specific feeling. I talk about it here. I think I spoiled the game. I don't know if I should right now. I go through these games and I'm kind of rambling and I'm going on and on and on about them. And I feel like you know, a lot of it comes down to me just being like wanting to have a video of my own. I don't know what motivated me to make this, I'm gonna be honest. It's just I was captivated by the idea of loneliness, by this abstract feeling, and I felt like nobody had told it the way I wanted to tell it. So there I was. I made a video like this specifically for that. And then shortly after this video, you know, we also had this, which was, I don't think I'm gonna ever remake this video. And I think I don't know if I should like set it from members only. The only reason I put some videos as members only is because I'm genuinely ashamed of a lot of them. And this is one of those videos which creates me shame. It's just, I don't want to private it, I want people to still have access to it. But if they're paying me, they might as well have access to like the most embarrassing parts of myself. And I'm gonna show a bit of it here, actually. It's like I'm kind of holding my Switch. I'm playing like this game on my Switch in front of a book and making it like a makeshift tripod out of random household objects, and just like, I was on vacation and I just go into the game systems and how cool the soundtrack is, and that's the video itself. It's really nothing that deep. I also sound terrible in that video. Shortly after this video, I think I made this one, which was the liminal spaces. Nowadays the title is something like Exploring the Feeling and History of Vacant Spaces, but the original title was Liminal Spaces, The Absence of the Self. And it was more about the, like, you know, as opposed, I was still fascinated by that loneliness feeling that I had experienced earlier in my video making career. So I was thinking about it very deeply. And I realized, you know, liminal spaces are kind of an analog of loneliness in strange, like, nostalgic spaces. Why shouldn't I talk about them? And I talk about most facets of it. I talk about like movies that feature liminality. I talk about art that features liminality. I talk about music, and I talk about video games that feature liminality. And I'm most fascinated by this game called The Complex, which is a pretty good short walking simulator about going through a bunch of liminal spaces. And I think I'm narrating all over while I'm playing this. Yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of... I think the greatest thing about this, I don't think anybody spoke about liminal music before this. Like, music that has liminal covers and is kind of like in this aesthetic, like infinity frequencies, where it's kind of vaporwave, but not quite. It's a type of ambient vaporwave. I like this video, but again, it's one of those videos I'm not really proud of. You know, everyone has to have a beginning, and this was kind of eh. After that, I think I made like a mix of just Persona 1, 2 and Soul Hackers music for personal use. Somebody commented on it at one point. I made it members only. I don't know why I did that. I do that with all of the videos that I don't feel like fit the current channel, or if I was like just ashamed of them, kind of. After the liminal space video, I did 2 short videos, which are, again, they're now set to members only, because it's just I was kind of, let me show you this. They had like this weird aesthetic I had come up with, where I was like messing in Bryce 3D, which is a 3D CG program from the 90s, and I was like making these weird 3D spaces that I was just using it. That one, you see that one there, that's my banner. That's specifically the banner I currently have for this channel. It's made by me. It's just like a bunch of circles that I put. Both of these are interesting in their own right, but I feel like they were just shit posted. They weren't. I hadn't like found a style yet. People weren't watching this. People kind of hated this when I released them. They had like more dislikes than likes. And if you click on the like Risk of Rain one, it had like some jokes in it. I'm embarrassed of the amount of times I was trying to like do memes, and I feel like none of them were funny. It's just I would have to come back to the Risk of Rain video and remake it with like my let's not say modern sensibilities, but my newer updated style if I wanted to make one, because I feel like this is a very not weak video, just kind of strange, just and also I would do the same for the Coded Arms video, because I remember I tried to be funny by like imitating Wario's scream in this one. I might actually just publish this, like just like put them back on public, because they've been on, I'm kind of ashamed of them. And the Boogie Pop video, yeah, this was the one video where I was really proud of it by the end of it. It's just I think I also have the cat bumping its head in this one, and again I'm kind of ashamed of that. And you know the funny part about this video is like it's a video that focuses more on the production aspects of Boogie Pop Phantom, which is one of my favorite animes of all time. It's just the way it is. I talk about the movie, a short plot summary for the books. I go over the anime itself, but like I don't really go into more than one episode, for example. And I don't exactly remember what I said. I also picked a version which was fan subbed in Portuguese, I think. I don't know what I was doing. It's just I talk about the music and the production of all this. I think I missed a lot of I missed like one of the facts that I missed here was that you know, the soundtrack is very, very heavy on known electronic artists in Japan at the time, and it's one of the best anime soundtracks ever, full stop. And one of the things that I wanted to add back then was literally that Sadespa Records is just Qualtar of the Deepers. It's like a Qualtar of the Deepers sub-project, and I never really got to it, to be fair. It just never came to fruition. Again, with the dancing cat as well. And you know, nowadays I do more, my videos are less oriented towards like the production of an anime and being like, oh, you should go watch this because you would love it. And it should be more like an actual analysis of the plot, themes, the things that I like about it, and like me actually going in depth instead of, I'm not saying quoting my love for it in irony, but it certainly feels like it's a bit irony poisoned the way this was like the least irony poisoned videos out of the like, I think the Risk of Rain and the like Coded Arms videos were like more irony poisoned. I was also kind of bitter towards the 2019 anime, but in my opinion that's honestly deserved. Every single design, I think even here like the character design, I'm just like showing Toka here and like the 2019 version, Saotome, and this is Saotome in the middle. I don't know why I did them like that. Honestly, it's kind of confusing for the people watching. Either way, this was kind of a video where I'm like, this needs a part 2. This unironically needs a part 2 because it's like I did an overview of the series, like, and all of the adaptations of it. It's like the ultimate guide to boogie pop. It's like, what is this and that, and that's basically it. It's like you can give this to a newcomer to boogie pop fandom, or like to the boogie pop franchise, because boogie pop fandom is like the 2000s anime. And they'll be able to come out with like, oh, the 2019 adaptation is kind of like mixed among fans, the movies like that and whatever. And they'll get like the point eventually. It's just like, this needs a sequel. This video desperately needs a sequel. And I'm gonna do one of these days. You know, this video was like, the video I'm doing right now is kind of like a discussion of everything I've released and how I feel about them, you know. Returning to, you know, talking about the videos, I was talking about myself. Afterwards, I did this one, which was originally titled "What Makes the PS1 Scary," but you know, that's kind of a stupid title. And now that I think about it, it's just not true. It's not a title that honestly is respected very much, to say the least. It's just kind of, how can I say this? I wasn't talking about why PS1 games like give you like a fright factor themselves. I was talking about like the graphics, the aesthetics, what causes this and that. Also, this has like a Baroque footage from like someone else's playthrough. I did play the game around this time, I remember. I played Baroque myself around this time. That was a lot before it became popular on YouTube. I think Dungeon Chill also did a video on this. But I speak about a lot of things here. My main problem with this video is kind of like, it's monotonous. It's kind of has like a single tone the entire time. It's just kind of, yeah, it's just kind of, I don't think I had my inflection there yet. And I don't think even nowadays I have my inflection there yet. And that's kind of hard to put into perspective because I'm Romanian. And I have a certain accent, which is kind of hard to read for most people. So I usually put in subtitles. And you know, I feel like without the subtitles, my videos would be much harder to watch. It's just that my videos are hard to watch because of that and because of my intonation. And I can never get it down when I'm reading from a script. It's just like impossible. I try to do things, I try to do jokes, and I'm like kind of monotonous without even meaning to be. Even now when I'm like speaking freely, I feel like I'm not exactly like energetic enough to be a YouTuber. So that's why I think of my channel as more like a journal. I'm okay with this video, but also like the jokes are kind of just quick edits that are very strange. I like the video though. I think it's one of the better ones I made. These were like, by the time I was getting to like solidify a like ground, I felt like the liminal space video and these two were the ones where I turned towards scripted video making, and that's when I was starting to get into it a lot. But it wasn't there yet, I swear. It was missing something, and that's, I think, my emotional aspect, because, you know, I was journaling myself. I open a word sometimes and I just write a journal, and that journal eventually turns into a video. You have to take that into consideration. I'm like writing my thoughts. You know, I might remove the members only thing just for like history's sake, but I feel like if you're someone coming on this channel new, you want to see like the best videos basically that are out there on the channel, and they aren't really sorted too well if I remove the members only thing. So I was thinking of remaking a bunch of them, although maybe the Coded Arms one would get remade, and maybe the Risk of Rain one would get remade. The Golden Light video, this is a thing I was able to like collaborate with Soma on. If you remember, I was talking about Soma earlier. This video is also like I spent a really long time editing, and it was possibly the first time I kind of got into the personal things. Like, he did some voice acting for this. He did like a...
Right at the gates as he pushed open the door. But it was serene.
Yeah, he did that and another part for the endings. And I also had my friend Theo do some of the voice acting. I think Sergio also appears in here somewhere. Sergio is one of the people on the on the Luca Discord server. You know, my Discord is always in the description of these videos. You can just like go click and join it. The one thing you got to think about when joining the Discord is that I have to manually approve each person to check if they're not a bot, because I haven't figured out how to do a proper verification yet. And I was raided before. So if you ever join the Discord, like just give it a day for me to see that you appear in the join log, and I promise I'll just I'll give you a role. I won't forget. If I do, just DM me. I think I have my DMs open. Yeah, and the Golden Light video was one where it was the first time I kind of had this idea of speaking about the process of making the video while I'm making the video, because Golden Light also had this thing where it's about creation, it's about the writer. So it's a deep dive into it. It talks about a lot of the aspects of it, and then towards the end it talks about like kind of goes into like this insanity section, which is like where I kind of had this idea of like but yeah, anyways, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think this video is fine as well. Let's go on. Aku no Hana, the anime the internet outcasted. This was one of the biggest videos I made. It's just and it's one I was most proud of. And how can I say? What can I say about this video? It's a very contemplative, you know, thought about the idea of Aku no Hana, the story themes, and how I felt I related somehow to them. So it comes as not a surprise that this is like one of the most personal video I've made. It just comes. Well, I don't want to say that. One of the people this got shown off by Shibes. Shibes is a guy who has like a channel. He used to do this like not anime recaps. He got like a bunch of videos he watched of anime YouTubers, and he would review them. And he reviewed this video, and I remember he really liked it. So I remember someone pointed it out to me. I think he has like a channel called Karibokun, and it has like 40,000 subscribers. It's one of the videos that's like hit more personal to me, because you know, Aku no Hana is about this guy and this girl who the girl is kind of, they're both outcasts. It's sort of like you know, I was in high school, let's say. So this hit kind of close to home. And apart from that, I really defended this show, because I think the art style and the music and everything else that's like part of it are like intentional little pieces that form Aku no Hana to its essence. I think it not having the original art style was a deliberate choice by the director, and I think it's one of the greatest adaptations ever. Despite that, I think like this complements it a lot better for what it's trying to be. It's trying to be both animated and real at the same time. They wanna have the upsides of both. So it's really interesting to look at, and I don't think it's ugly at all. I think it's uncanny, and it's on purpose that way. It's supposed to like give you like a creepy feeling in your gut, like you can't look away, and you're kind of scared by it. Anyways, I spoke about this and I related it to myself, and I remember I collected some comments from everything that's Aku no Hana related, and I had at the end of the video the screams of the damned, which are like the people who have commented about the show and how they feel closer to Nakamura in the show than to anyone else in real life. And you know, this was also like a love letter to Shuzo Oshimi. I feel like I like Shuzuo Oshimi's work. He tackles with a lot of interesting themes, and this is one of the greater works he's ever done. It's also like the first time I got like a comment. You know, I read all the comments, as I've said. I feel like a lot of Aku no Hana videos came out after this that were, I'm not saying inspired by mine, but I feel like someone posted a video which was like, this anime is evil, and got 1 million views, and it was basically a 8-minute summary saying the same things I did. And I felt kinda disappointed by that. Okay. Going back into it. The next video I made was the What is Denpa? A deep dive into tech, hyperreality and the West. And this is probably the greatest video I've ever made. And probably nothing will ever topple it over. But the pronunciation is still terrible. I think early on the video is kinda like pointless. 24 minutes in it gets a purpose. And after that it just rolls and just adds on top of it so much. This video took 3 months to make. It was just like me going on a trip to Japan, coming back from it. Oh shit, wait, I'm missing a video also. Before this video, there was another video that's missing from here. Okay, let's go back. So this is like the best. Imagine you just saw greatness, the greatest video I ever made. Okay, just the truth. I made members only for a good reason. So basically, this is a critique of Persona 3 Reload, the game, which I had started playing. And what can I say except I felt disappointed in the game. Really disappointed from the like cut content and the like corner cuts and turning the gameplay easier and changing the art style and changing the cutscene art style and but the response that I got, you know, I was kind of pissed. So the video's overtly negative, unfortunately. But I might make this public again, and this is the one video I feel like it needs remaking the most out of all of them. Like, not making it necessarily like public, but like taking the entire video and perhaps just getting the good parts out of it, and instead of scrapping the whole thing, just like making a remake of it, basically, which is really funny because Persona 3 Reload is a remake of Persona 3. So I'm gonna probably remake it at one point and have my arguments more structured for it. What did I complain about? The theurgy skills make the game very easy. The game is like €70 and has like a €40 expansion. The soundtrack has DRM in it when you buy it, and you can't listen to it on your own. You don't even get like a proper art book. The art book is also like DRM filled. The flow of the game is different. It's just they changed how fusion spells work, and I don't understand this, because making them theurgy skills feels like much worse. They used to eat up SP and you could use more of them like during a single battle, but they also like buffed a bunch of them, so it's just, they're kind of confusing now, because before you had like 2 personas and you know you would have like 2 of them. They were different, you had to keep them in stock, you had to trade slots to like do some of the different like fusion spells, and playing the game with that is very interesting, but being able to pop any of them at any time you want is kind of crazy. And you know, you get more options in a fight, yes, but I don't like the implementation. That's my opinion of it. I don't think it's a good implementation. Whoever said on this video that it's more like Resident Evil 2 remake was kind of right, honestly. This video would need like a re-release. Either I republish it again, or I'm gonna do something else with it. Unsure what I'm gonna do with it though yet. No, it might just stay members only. It's only members only because of the amount of hate I got. Honestly, I'm not good at taking hate. Like I wanted to create a discussion, but most of it was just like very aggressive towards me. They were like, "Oh, I'm blinded by nostalgia," or "I don't understand." But it's not like I have nostalgia with the like other game in the first place. Like I had played it maybe a year prior to this, maybe half a year, and then Reload comes out. Actually, no, I'm lying. It's like 2 years or 3 before this. Maybe less. I'm not actually sure at the time frames now that I'm thinking about it when I played it. But it wasn't that long ago, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't have nostalgia for it. I just think artistically it's a better game. And I feel like the new one just kind of trickles down every single thingamajig that I liked about the original, including the tiredness system. People who complain about the tiredness systems are like people who complain about like some of the mechanics of the game are kind of insane, honestly, because they're like some of the easiest mechanics to manage. You can min-max every single mechanic in the game and it's not even hard, and the game even like warns you before you fuck up. You can go to Tartarus tired, nobody cares, okay? You can also go to Tartarus sick, maybe? I don't remember exactly, but leaving that completely aside, I'm like on a different tangent. I'm just like spending time thinking about like, oh, how I would redo this Persona 3 video. I'm gonna think about that when I get to it. Thing is, I'm mixed on Reload. I think it's a step in the wrong direction for a remake. That was what my point was. People didn't really like that. That's about it. Let me just go sit on my chair and we'll move on from this, because this is like a tangent you did not need at all, especially if you don't care about Persona. Like, you just get to look into my head during this video. So it's just like, so yeah, the Dempa video, that's Chef's Kiss, probably one of the best videos I made. I don't think anybody hates this video. It's really long, it's really convoluted, it's a bit written far up its own ass, yes, but overall, pretty good video. This one on the left was a video more about dreams than about Majora's Mask and my like some dream theories and ideas of the dream, and a bit of like Freudian and Jungian psychology, and a bit of my own dreams interpretation, and a bit of SMT and talking. It's just like encapsulating a lot of aspects of Majora's Mask, which I like. And the title was originally Majora's Mask, Dreams and Demons, but that did badly, and also the thumbnail did really badly, so I changed it to like Majora's Mask is about lucid nightmares and how we confront fears, which it's not necessarily a title I'm proud of, but it's whatever the heck I came up with at the time. That video is also like a certified Luca classic, let's say. Like, I'm gonna call them that instead of saying the videos are good, because we've spoken about this earlier. No, yeah, I was looking through the comments. Whatever. Now that I think about it, the Persona video, I don't really like making negative videos. I don't like making critiques of things, like being, oh, this thing is bad. But I feel like when I really like something and something comes along and disappoints me because I don't like X thing, I feel like it just sucks the soul out of me. It's just like you're punching me in the gut and you're expecting me to say nothing. And I feel the need to say something because, as I said earlier, this is my journal, my thing. I did also like this video on the Dream Machine. Cute little game. It's just like an analysis / playthrough of it that I just analyzed a bunch. It's kind of like explicit, it's kind of long. I like it. I think it's a it's an okay video of mine. The Sanctuary video is really important nowadays because it's probably one of the only remaining things on the internet about this game. Blade and Ferraro made a game, and I was kind of moved by it, so I decided to like do a video of it. And what can I say about it? It's just that the game is basically lost media now. There's like a few videos on the internet of the game. This is one of them. This is an analysis of the game which I did. I think the people were a bit too harsh on this game. This was like a web game. It was mostly like in Ferraro's own style than Blade's, honestly. I don't exactly know what he did on this game, but I felt the influence of Ferraro because he likes talking about hyper-reality and his ideas of different things, and it's like a very hyper-real game about the like advancement of technology and language, and the society kind of turns into a sewage of some sort. What else do I want to say about it? It's just people were a bit harsh on it because Microsoft was trying to advertise it as their big AI new thing, when in reality they kind of refuse to use any AI in the conventional form. There's like some chatbots along the game, and that's basically it. Like most of their dialogue is pre-written, and if you like convince them enough by typing text, the AI analyzes the text you've typed and eventually will give you an answer that relates to another character's like dialogue, so that it makes sense of a story that's already written. And it's not allowed to hallucinate. It's very rigid, like it has very rigid parameters. So it's basically just like a chatbot. That's all the AI out of this. And I think it's an ethical use of it. I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of cool. And it's also like, Ferraro himself said he wrote all of the dialogue, so yeah. I really doubt this would be like an ethical concern anytime soon. Let's just move on. The lost media in that video. Yes. This one. This is like one of the most personal videos I've done. It's about a lot of things, you know, and I don't wanna go through and spoil the entirety of it. But this was shortly after I met Petrol, which is one of my better YouTube friends as well. After that, we have like the most popular video on the channel, which is the Dream barbecue one. I'll be brief this time around. I'm okay with that video. I'm fine with that video. I think I could have cut down a bit of the recap, but I decided to do it like accessible towards, you know, everyone that like even doesn't know about the game. So it's just kind of it has a bit of recap, a bit of analysis, a bit more analysis. It's like an analysis heavy video, but some people thought there wasn't enough analysis, and some people thought there was a bit too much recap. It kind of like. And also the success of this kind of like scared me a bit. I got a bunch of subscribers, which I don't know if they care about any of my other videos. Who knows? If Anna releases another chapter, I'll do another video on it, and I'll make sure that it's more analysis heavy this time around. So yeah, the Fuse to 40 videos really I put a lot of work into this one. I like Mike Klubnika. I really want to cover like his other game, Split, at one point. I just need the time to make all of these videos, you know. Sometimes you just like ramble like this and you make like a long ass special, and sometimes you just don't ramble that much. The Analyze video is also pretty good. I remember I got help from another YouTuber by the name of Socratetris, and I was actually I was actually in a like video assist server. I got invited there by the cursed judge, and I was talking with a YouTuber by the name of Mara. She helped me find a version of this that was subtitled. Every version I could find online didn't have the subtitles for one of the scenes, but my version was still like higher quality for some reason. So someone still needs to upload like a full version, like director's cut of this, which is just has like both the subtitled version, like in the forest, and the higher quality for the rest of the scenes. Or they should subtitle themselves that scene on the higher quality one. Kind of weird. It's just an analysis of a like really strange movie. Chambers analysis. I did this because Mr. Pink gave me a free key for this game, and I really liked the game. And what's it called? It didn't do as well as I wanted it to, honestly. But I like Mr. Pink's games. He made Golden Light, which is a really good horror game, and he even commented on that. Like, I think he liked the video, but I missed the Val ending, I guess. Like, my own interpretations were kind of convoluted as well, probably. It was just like theorizing. After that, I did an episode, a video on Nia Under 7. And I really liked Nia Under 7. And Nia Under 7 is written and illustrated by Yoshitoshi Abe. Mostly known for Serial Experiments Lane, Texonalize, Hanabia, something. I forget the name of that one. I don't remember if I've seen it or not. I need to rewatch it either way if I have. I really like his works. I really want to do a Lane video one of these days. And, you know, this will serve as a base ground of people who will return from that, I guess. I did want to offer Ghost Hound right after, so another production IG thing, I think. Or maybe like ex-production IG stuff. Unsure. Ghost Hound video is like an analysis, like long-ass analysis of the series, and it's strong and weak points, and it's like deep as an ocean, wide as a paddle is basically how I feel about it. It's just a fun little thing to watch with some meaning, and you know, it's I'd say it's like well paced. It just kind of loses itself for me towards the end. Summer Nights in Video Games was another very personal video. That's what I'll say about it. I like that one too. And we've gotten to the last 3 videos, which are the Silent Hill F1. Remember I said I don't like making like negative videos. This is kind of a mixed video. It's just I like and I don't like parts of this game. And I think that's fine. Like, I really liked a lot of parts. I really hated a lot of parts. So it just ended up with me being mixed. I wanted to make a video like this because people who didn't like this game, the reason they didn't like this game was because it was quote unquote woke. And I think that's bullshit, dude. I don't first of all, I don't want to like devolve myself to the levels of like political grifters and such people, like anti-woke people that do like videos like, oh, this game is woke, delete it right now, or shit like that. I hate that type of content. So I was just like, I played the game as early as I could. People got review copies for this, so they got to play it a lot earlier. Most YouTubers. Kinda sucks. And I said my piece on it. I was mixed on it. This is an Om Shrinkyo video I did with my friend Ego. They kind of helped me find a bunch of these like videos which are again pretty much lost media because they were taken down, and the last video I did was the analysis of August in the Water. and that's mostly it for like. And that's it, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of it, yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's kind of hard. Future projects. Expect to see like Haneke X Cronenberg video soon, and expect to see a Kino's Journey video soon, and expect to see I have a long list. Should I show it? I don't know. Either way, all I wanna do is reiterate once again that I'm really proud of everybody for helping me achieve this, for helping me achieve the 1,000 subscriber goal. Also, this is my setup high. This is like a crazy milestone for me. I'm recording the other way around, aren't I? Just flip it. I'll flip it when I'll figure it out. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video, I guess, when I get to making that. If you have any questions, I was gonna do a Q&A. I might just make the Q&A like after this. Whatever. This video is just gonna be titled 1,000. It's gonna be me rambling in front of a television screen. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a bit more and you got some good recommendations for people to watch. Anyways, bye.